modern horror movies, the classics, vintage stuff, slasher, exploitation films, kung fu, martial arts, stuff from the 80s and 90s, dude. All kinds of movies. That's what we're going to be talking about on this channel. So what's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Randall. Welcome to the Graveyard Shift. We're revamping things. We're starting fresh. Okay, it's been a couple of years since I've done consistent content on this channel, and I've just been getting the itch, dude. I've learned a lot. I've gotten better at creating videos. I've got better at talking. I've got just better at watching and reviewing movies. So on this channel, I just wanted to introduce myself for people that aren't aware of who I am, and just say hello and tell you what we're going to do on this channel. So what I'm going to be doing is weekly content, at least for the time being. I'm going to do at least 2 videos per week. Okay. I have devised like a report card of sorts for these movies that we like to watch, right? So I'm going to do at least 1 movie review per week and then 1 other kind of video. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Maybe a top 10 list, maybe what I picked up at the antique mall or at a, movie store or whatever. There's no telling, man. Might be a like fresh out of the theater short video. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff, but I'm going to do at least 1 movie review per week. I'm going to have guests on, friends on. I'm going to do it, right? I've been dying to talk horror movies again. So, like I said, my name is Randall. I run another channel called the Punk Rock Review. Clearly, we talk about heavy metal over there, but we do 7 days a week content. It is a full-time channel, and I just wanted to talk movies again. So I'm taking all the stuff I learned from that channel, and I'm going to bring it over here. And we used to be called Horror Hangout. We are now called Graveyard Shift. There's a bunch of reasons why. If you want to know why, I'll tell you about it one of these days. But I'm starting off with a bang. Check this out. So up first, we got Phantoms, the, Ben Affleck starring 90s thriller. Then we've got Chuck Norris fighting basically Michael Myers in Silent Rage. Then we're going to do Cherry Falls. Finally, I've been waiting to watch and talk about this one. Scream Factory release. Shout out Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. It's a sad thing. We lost her way too young. Then I'm going to do Mad Max Fury Road, the black and chrome edition, right? And so for these types of movies, I have developed a report card of sorts, a document that it's like a scorecard, all right? We have got what I call the Gore Score by Graveyard Shift. And so what this does is this gives us basically a way to keep track of the movies we're watching and give them all kind of a score, right? We're going to go with movie title on the top. And then you can get 1 through 10 points for each of the following categories: special effects, story, acting, dialogue, bad guy rating, and the ending of the movies, because I'm a stickler for the end of a movie, right? Then you got categories that you can get a certain amount of points for. You've got kills, 5 points each. A severed limb is actually 10 points because it's way more gory, right? Broken bones, 5 points. An extra 5 points if it goes through the skin. A decapitation is 10 points. Torture a scene. Like if it's a scene of torture, 10 points. If it cuts and comes back a few minutes later, that's 10 more points. Drug use. Honestly, it's 5 points. I might want to just take drug use out of this because I'm not really into that stuff anymore, man. I'm not the same guy I was in my 20s, and I think that's kind of silly. So I might take that out of there. Add something else. Each boob, 5 points apiece. We want to see the ladies. Each dong, 10 points apiece. Much more rare. You don't get many wieners in movies. Well, I guess in the 2020s, you get more than you used to. Any kind of full frontal is 10 points. Non-lethal gunshot or stabbing, that is going to be 5 points. Every time you see a fist fight, 5 points. You can get a badass bonus. That is anything that I see that is just badass, that doesn't have its own category, 5 points. And for each legend in your movie, you get a 5-point legend bonus. What happens is I add all this up, and each movie gets its own score. We'll keep track of it, and we'll tell you who's on the leaderboard, like our top 3. I'll keep track of it on my whiteboard, and we'll just consistently be able to talk about what movies are scoring the highest on the Gore score. Then at the very end of it, I'll have a recommendation on a scale of 1 through 10, which obviously, right, we're going to have a recommendation scale, but it's just a fun way of doing something that's my own thing. It's something that I created, I came up with, I did it years ago. I had a whole stack of these. I think the one movie, if I'm not mistaken, there was two movies that I remember scored really, really high. Now I've updated this a little bit. It's not exactly the same as it used to be. The drug use thing, I'm a little embarrassed I even put that on there. I'm going to take that off. But I think Officer Down, like Downe, I think that movie was the highest scoring movie, if I'm not mistaken. And I know for a while From Dusk Till Dawn scored really, really high. A lot of like blood, kills, decapitate. There's a lot of stuff in that movie. But I will upload a image of this at some point for people to download and do their own gore scores. But we did this a long time ago. I did gore scores 3-4 years ago now. But I like it, man. Gore Score by Graveyard Shift is gonna be a good time, man. And then I'll do. I'm also working on a Evil Dead rankings video, and then I'm doing Manhunter versus Silence of the Lambs. Which movie was better? Because they're very different films, and it is a fun conversation. So I just wanted to get on for a minute and say hello. Welcome everybody back to the channel. If you haven't watched any of our videos, they're going to be quite a bit different. I would imagine the quality will be a lot better. I hope. I can't imagine that I haven't improved enough to make a dramatic change in quality. So, or a dramatic improvement, if you will. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say at this moment. I'm going to try to do short videos of just things I find out in the wild, movies that I'm watching. Like tomorrow, I'm going to go see, I guess by the time you see this, it'll be tomorrow. I'm going to go see the new Sam Raimi film, and I'll do a video outside the theater of like, I just do a little short, hey, yo, check it out. I watched this movie, is what I think. Scale of 1 through 10, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll get home and I'll probably do a much more long form conversation after I get some time to think about it. But content. If you have ideas, let me know. Over on the other channel, we have like a Patreon set up. If you're interested in that at some point, you can do that because you always have more input on the channel. We do we have a Discord, and I do giveaways and stuff. And the communities are going to probably be a big melting pot. So I imagine if you watch this channel, you are likely into punk music, and you can check out my other channel. Vice versa. If you're watching the punk channel, you can come over here and listen to us talk about horror movies. And as soon as I get the ability to do like live streams and such, we'll figure out a way to do that. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm trying to learn how to not just ramble. So thank you so much for your time. Welcome to the Graveyard Shift. It's time to clock in and get dirty, man. We're gonna do exploitation films, and I'm talking all the subcategories, dude. Blaxploitation, nunsploitation, ozploitation, all of it, dude. I want all of it. I'm gonna do cheesy 80s and 90s action movies. I'm talking like, dude, I don't want Schwarzenegger, man. I want like Michael Dudikoff. I want like the worst Van Damme movie. I want Steven Seagal movies, bro. We're going to do rankings. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited, man. I haven't been as excited about content in quite some time. I think I always need to like ruffle things up a little bit and mix it up to stay like hype, because I love my other channel, but it's kind of at a cruising point now. I'm like on what do you call that, cruise control. Like I know what I'm doing every week. I got a schedule, and I really like that. Actually, it's why I was able to do this. I've been trying to do this channel again for like a year, but I haven't had the time. Now that I have my channel, my schedule more like laid out and hammered down, it's providing me with some opportunity to talk horror movies with my friends. So yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for your time. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the crew. I want everybody to come hang out and have a good time. If you have movies you haven't heard about yet, let me know in the comments. I'll try to look them up and find it and watch it and review it for you. If you got you want my top 5 horror movies of all time, let me know. If you want my top 10 slashers, my top 5 cosmic horror, my whatever, man, you let me know, and I'll do my very best to get it done. I'll make a master list, and we'll just start checking things off as I get the opportunity to do so. But no promises as to when, but it'll be as fast as I can get to it. All right, officially done talking. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys. Like this little video if you get a chance. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this community, man. Let's grow. I got a 5,000 subscriber count goal. Let's try to get there by the end of the year, okay? I love you guys, and I barely even know you. What's that tell you? Nothing. I'm weird. I don't know. Now I'm starting to ramble. See what I'm trying to stop doing? This. All right? Later. Peace.